Top 10 mythical places that really exist. Our planet Earth is full of exciting, entertaining, and mind-blowing places, but some do have some exhilarating wishes, such as visiting mythical places. So in today's video, we're going to go over the top 10 mythical places that really exist. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10. The Odyssey's Cyclops Riviera, Sicily, Italy. The Cyclops Riviera runs along the stunning eastern coast of Sicily from Catania to Acirotego, offering you opportunities to enjoy a beach golf course experience with endless views of citrus orchards and the imposing Mount Etna, who is the home of the god of fire Cyclops and Vulcan. In Greek mythology, Sela, the nearby Calabria fishing village, is named after the sea serpent that swallowed the companions of Odysseus. One of the oldest Greek poems, the Odyssey by Homer, follows the epic journey back to home after the Trojan War of Odysseus. This poem narrates the story of a homesick hero, Odysseus battling Scylla, a six-headed sea monster, and Cyclops, which was a fierce one-eyed monster. To see Cyclops rocks, you will have to ride a cable car to the peak of Mount Etna. Then you will have to take a special terrain vehicle to the crater area at this dynamic volcano. Furthermore, Sicily also homes the Valley of Temples built for Zeus, Hercules, and other gods in Greek mythology. Number 9. Site of the Trojan War, Troy, Turkey. For thousands of years, scholars believed that the Trojan War was just a Greek myth, but something weird happened in the late 1800s. An archaeologist, Heinrich Schliemann, exposed what historians believe is not all true. There were the leftovers of Trojan War near Turkey's northwest coast. Today, the 4,000-year-old remains are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Iliad, a classical Greek poem by Homer, tells the story of the 10-year-long Trojan War that sparked between Troy and the Achaeans, the ancient Greeks, when Helen, the daughter of Zeus, was abducted by Prince of Troy. The Trojan horse is being rebuilt on the archaeological site as well. To see the 2004 Troy prop horse starring Brad Pitt, visit the nearest Kanakale boardwalk. Number 8. Shangri-La, Himalayan Mountains, Tibet. The word Shangri-La first appeared in Lost Horizon, which is James Hilton's 1933 novel, as a fictional utopia high in the Tibetan Himalayas, where life is open-minded and days are lived in peace and wonder. Since then, many communities deep within the snow-covered Himalayas had claimed to be inspired by the book, and in 2001, the Chinese-Tibetan border city of Zhoutians had even renamed itself to Shangri-La. You will find calm and wonder at the Zondian Songzan Lin Monastery in the early morning hours. The village consists of tea houses and Buddhist flags floating in the wind of high altitude. Area hiking trails will lead you through the Paradise's Tiger Leaping Gorge and Shangri-La Canyon. This myth was so influential that the term Shangri-La now appears in dictionaries as a synonym for a remote paradise. Number 7. King Arthur's Camelot, Cornwall, England. King Arthur, according to legend, was a British leader who led his Knights of the Round Table against Saxon invaders in the 5th or 6th century CE. He ascended to the throne at Camelot by drawing a magical sword, Excalibur, from a pillar, a feat only a true king of Britain could perform. According to British Library records, Arthur is based on a real person who once lived in Shropshire. The Roxeter archaeological dig site in that county, which contains the ruins of an ancient city and castle, is thought to be King Arthur's Camelot. Visit the dig site and its museum, which houses objects from the excavation. Investigate the possibility of the sword in the stone proof at Michel's Fold Stone Circle. In Tintagel, near the clifftop castle ruins and Merlin's Cave, you can visit Arthur's reputed birthplace, Glastonbury. A haven for mystiques now stands on what is thought to be the king's last resting spot, the Isle of Avalon. Number 6. Loch Ness, Highlands, Scotland. The Loch Ness Monster is believed to live in the 23-mile-long and 600-foot-deep Loch Ness in Scotland's most popular modern-day story. In 1934, a London doctor caught Nessie on film for the first time. Since then, dozens of confirmed sightings and hoaxes have emerged, and the mystery remains unsolved. The peaty brown water in this glacier-carved lake never freezes, and some say it's vulnerable to mirage in calm, warm weather. Several monster-related attractions and souvenir shops cater to the hordes of tourists who visit each year. For a chance to see the elusive Nessie, take a boat tour with a guide who will tell you stories about sightings and take you past Urquhart Castle, a medieval fortress. The Loch Ness Centre, an exhibition in Drumnadocket, exhibits study and eyewitness accounts of the monster. At the south end of the Loch Ness, there is an impressive series of canal locks. Number 5. Pele's Hawaii. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, Hilo, Hawaii. Pele, the goddess of the volcano, is not just a pretty legend told in grass skirts at luau's. She's a very major aspect of Hawaiian natives' beliefs. Every raging eruption in this region is thought to be her molten body traveling across the land. Anyone who steals a piece of rock from Hawaii Volcanoes National Park incurs Pele's wrath with streaks of bad luck, often causing the offender to leave or return the rock. Locals believe Pele lives in Halema Uma'u crater, which is located at the summit caldera of Kilauea National Park. Hawaiians also perform the ancient custom of making Pele offerings in this sacred place, such as chants, dances, or leis made of native materials. After dark, walk through a lava to see the caldera. The Jugger Museum Overlook, located along the 11-mile crater rim drive, provides the highest and closest view of the Halema Uma'u when it erupts. Number 4. El Dorado, Bogota, Colombia. El Dorado is a ritual site situated on an ecological reserve outside of Bogota, on the green-hued lake Guatavita. Several expeditions have attempted to plunder the gold since the days of the Spaniards, yielding small quantities of everything from jewelry to ornaments and armor. El Dorado conjures up memories of a fabled city abundant in treasures somewhere deep in the South American jungle. However, the legend is related to a sunken treasure in a Colombian lake. In order to worship the goddess of water, a Muisca tribal chief is said to cover himself in gold dust, fill a raft with his priests and the villagers' gold riches, and then plunge into the lake with the offerings, hiking the trails across the lake and imagining what lies underneath the muddy bottom. Check out the Golden Muisca raft at the Museo del Oro, or the Gold Museum in Bogota, which dates between 1200 and 1500 BC. Number 3. Xanadu, Inner Mongolia. After 1264, Xanadu was the summer capital of Kublai Khan's Yuan dynasty. According to Coleridge's poem, it was situated in what is now Inner Mongolia, about 220 miles north of Beijing, but it was abandoned in 1430. Xanadu, which includes the ruins of the city's temples, palaces and tombs, as well as canals in a World Heritage Site. Some of us hear Xanadu and automatically think of the 1980s musical starring Olivia Newton-John on roller skates. Aside from roller discos, Xanadu is described as an idyllic place of great beauty, luxury, and contentment. That is what English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge explains in his famous poem Kubla Khan when he mentions Xanadu. To enter an idyllic setting surrounded by mountains and a river and built in accordance with traditional Chinese feng shui, you will see how the city was laid out to facilitate Mongolian tribal meetings and hunting at the Xanadu archaeological site. Number 2. Mount Olympus, Greece. Mount Olympus is regarded as the home of the 12 ancient gods, Zeus, Hera, Apollo, Athena, and other famous names, and is the setting for various Greek myths. The gods, according to Homer, dwell in the mountain's enigmatic folds. The pantheon, now known as Mythicas, is where they meet, and it is here that Zeus hears heated debates and unleashes his thunderous wrath. Fog and regular storms have shrouded this mountain in mystery since ancient times. Olympus, now a protected national park, is an important refuge for birds as well as rare plants and animals. To feel Zeus's wrath as you watch the tempestuous storm roll in, Mount Olympus is traversed by well-marked trails that are reasonably easy to ascend. You can follow one of several mountaineering clubs along the way, stopping at refuges along the way. Number 1. Robin Hood's Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire, England. The story of this fearless, valiant outlaw has been told in many ballads, poems, novels, and movies for over 600 years. Accounts differ, but most modern versions portray Robin Hood as a highly skilled archer who steals from the rich and gives to the poor, leading a merry gang against the sheriff of Nottingham's injustices. Sherwood Forest, once a royal hunting forest, is now a 450-acre national nature reserve with a visitor center and trails that lead by some of Europe's oldest trees. The hollow trunk of Major Oak, a giant twisted tree with a girth of 36 feet and an approximate age of 800 years, is thought to be Robin Hood's hideout. For the Robin Hood Festival in July, which features medieval costumed characters as well as archery and jousting demonstrations. You can also take a guided walk tour in Nottingham to learn about important sites such as Robin Hood's grave. With that being said, here we come to the end of our video. I hope you like this video. If so, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.